Thank you for joining us here on Amateur Sports TV. I'm your host, Theo Tutkaluk, for this edition of Inside Sport Manitoba. And joining me is Communications Coordinator Sam Cortes. I feel like, Sam, I have to get you a little bit of a box to join me. It's okay. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I want to thank you very much for taking the time to join with us, because here we are in the Sport Manitoba building. Beautiful facility. It was originally built for the Canada Summer Games, correct, in that era?
Yes, in 2017.
2017, yeah. And a fantastic room it is. We're currently in one of the performance gyms here. Let's quickly talk about some of the programming we have through Sport Manitoba, starting with the summer camps of 2019.
Yeah, so we actually have the summer camps that are starting next week, actually. So we have two different camps. We have the multi-sport athlete development camp, and that's for kids age 9 to 12, and that's for anyone who's interested in just, being physically active and interested in trying different sports. So we introduce them to 10 different sports. And then we have the sport performance camp, which is children age 13 to 14. And this is for kids who actually already have a strong or emerging athletic foundation and who are interested in high school sports or interested in doing a provincial team. So that starts next week, and that's going for 2 weeks, so that's really exciting.
So both start next week. One's more of an introductory of 10. It's an introduction to sports of all different types. Equipment, non-equipment, just in fact of getting involved and participating.
Yeah, so they can kind of, tap into all the different kinds of activities and different ways to move their bodies and learn and kind of get involved in that way. So, yeah.
And the performance one is more for like the player that's going to be making that elite step up to more specific sports-oriented programming, correct?
Yeah, for sure, who have that ambition to kind of take it further.
Awesome. Okay,
yeah.
So we're in the Performance Center. Tell us a bit about Performance Centers here in Sport Manitoba.
Yeah, so right now in the Performance Center, they have their hockey summer programming going on right now. So athletes and players will come in anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week and train. They also actually have Volleyball Manitoba in as well. They have 6 different teams, and they're training for tournaments next week that are happening in Fort Lauderdale and I believe in Halifax. So that's coming up next week. So they're prepping for that. And then of course they're just getting ready here for getting everything lined up for the fall schedule coming up. So because that's a busy time. So right now they're prepping for that as well.
The building here is always busy. I mean, whether you're in off-season, pre-season, post-season, any season, there's always players here. I mean, we had a chance to visit the batting cages. We're in the Performance Center, the gym area here with the hockey guys behind us.
Yep.
And Danny Green was here last week, right? So we had a lot of basketball camps with the younger
Earlier
kids.
At the beginning
and that
of
was
July.
pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that was amazing. They had such a good turnout, and everyone was really excited, and it was just a really positive atmosphere.
Yeah, it was very positive. The children loved it. I mean, the fact to see NBA champion like that, showing up fresh off a win before his announcement to go to LA, of course. But nonetheless, it was great to have Danny in Winnipeg.
Right, we got
that bit of honeymoon time in there.
Exactly.
So right on. So it's not all about the players, though. We also have a lot of great resources for coaching and for support staff. Can we go over some of those coaching resources for them? Yeah,
absolutely. So Coaching Manitoba is always providing courses and different training opportunities for people through the NCCP, the National Coaching Certification Program. So you can find all that on our website as well. There's different courses, making ethical decisions, facilitator training, all that kinds of stuff. We also have we're always working to communicate the responsible coaching movement, whether it's, for example, the rule of 2, making sure coaches know that, just never to be alone with an athlete in a private setting, things like that, communicating those messages to coaches and always giving them the resources to educate themselves and become better. So we also I wanted to mention the Paul Robson Resource Center that we have here on the second floor of the building, and it has library books, it has a computer lab, and there's opportunity for people to hold educational programming there as well. And we also have a Women to Watch grant that's available for young girls and women who want to further their involvement in sport. And that's a $500 grant, and that is available or provided by Sport Manitoba and Coaching Manitoba. And the deadline for the next one is November 15th, and you can find that online as well.
That's at sportmanitoba.ca,
and if you go under the coaching part of it, you can find that as well.
So under the coaching tab, you can find that grant as well as the other resources. I mean, being a hockey coach back in the day and still being around a lot of children, it's so important, that rule of 2. I mean, First and foremost, you never want to err on the side of caution. You always want to make sure you're covering not yourselves, but the team as well.
Exactly.
And it's so important for coaches to understand that.
Yeah.
Because when you walk into a room, you not think, I need to have someone else with me. Or at least have a parent there, especially if they're a minor. I mean, it's so important. And it's great for communication too, right?
Exactly.
Coaching happens on the field, off the field, and also at home. So
everywhere,
great. We talked about a grant. Let's quickly run into some of the scholarships that will become available here late in the summer. We're going to be announcing those soon, right?
Yeah, so this week we're actually announcing the 2019 winners of scholarships. So we actually just, I think it was $19,500 in academic scholarships that we're announcing this week. Yeah, so we're going to be having social media. We're going to be sharing the full list of the recipients of those grants or of those scholarships and bursaries on our social media pages, so you'll want to watch out for that as well.
And that's happening later this week, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So congratulations to those athletes involved in getting a little bit of extra coin, help them on their future endeavors.
Yeah, it was 15 high school students, 5 university students, and 4 coaches in Manitoba.
Oh,
so
perfect. Great breakdown. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So Sport Manitoba is potentially going through some rebranding.
Yes.
Tell us a little about what's going on with the rebrand.
Yeah, so later this summer, we are, Sport Manitoba has a lot of different services and programs we offer, even down to we have the fitness center, the sport medicine clinic, the performance center. We have all these different programs and services, and we are really looking to kind of have an idea of a Sport Manitoba brand overarching all of those different services, so people recognize Sport Manitoba as well as all those things, and we attribute it all together. So later this summer you'll see changes in colors and stuff on our website, in the building as well, different signage, things like that. All going to be the same amazing services that we offer, just kind of a new look and feel you're going to see throughout different areas of the building and online, and it's going to be just embodying that new Sport Manitoba brand.
So it will be still called Sport Manitoba though, correct?
Yes.
So it's just a nice colorful new umbrella covering the x-ray, covering the medical, covering all the different facilities and the resources here available, both coaches, athletes, medical services, everything.
Yeah, because we're all Sport Manitoba, all here together. And
is there a pool here at Sport Manitoba building?
No.
That's the one thing we need to have. We should have done that. We should talk to some people about that. So I love swimming.
That would be awesome.
So that'll happen through the course of the summer. The rebranding looks exciting. It'll be fun, fantastic. Lastly, we had some great names mentioned for our Hall of Fame inductions, correct?
Yes. Yeah, on Monday, we just announced the class of 2019 for the Hall of Fame, and those 7 individuals and 1 team dynasty will be formally inducted at our induction ceremonies, which also comes at a very special 40th anniversary year. So it's been 40 years that will mark this induction ceremony event, and that's happening on November 2nd at the Victoria Inn in Winnipeg. Yep. So that's really exciting, and then tickets for that also go on sale September 1st. So
September 1st, and that's through the Sport Manitoba website as well?
We're going to be distributing, so we'll be sharing online where you can go to Eventbrite and buy your tickets, purchase your tickets online.
Excellent.
So
November's a pretty busy month for celebrating inductions as well as potential winners and everything like that. So that's kind of great news for November.
Yeah, no, it's going to be really exciting. So,
is this the downtime for Sport Manitoba building?
You might think, but there's always so much going on. There really, really is. And down to, our summer camp is going to be bringing in all these kids here, and it's going to be a really exciting time. We always have different visitors and programs going on. So it's there really isn't a downtime.
Right on. Is there ever a time you feel like you need to take a step back, or you just want to dive in with 2 feet and just keep going? For anything, always want to go, right? Keep diving, keep going.
Yeah,
awesome.
Keep going.
Sam, I'd like to thank you very much. Is there anything else we haven't touched on that we have to?
I think we pretty much
we nailed
covered it all, but
we covered our list today. Lord knows there's 5 floors here, plus 2 floors of parking. There's so much in this building. We need to do like a full action series of everything. I know I've been challenged to hit a softball that flies at 70 miles an hour. I don't know if you should challenge me for something. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a different or next show about that, Sam. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's come up with something and then.
Okay. We'll come up with another challenge from Sam. I'm Theo here on ASTV inside Sport Manitoba.